myself that maybe he ain't worth it. Too bad I hate advice, 'cause out of sight and out of mind is perfect. It's so hard to decide. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket. I know that I'm just a treat. Well, the taste is better. Oh, go on, chewing my bones out when he's done is spitting me out. I just can't help myself. One for the pain, no hesitation. Two 'cause we can, nothing can save us, yeah. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be three for the night, all in or nothing. Not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. He looks at me like I know what he's thinking, but I don't have a clue. True talent in avoiding conversation, yeah, it's almost rather cruel. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket. I know that I'm just a treat. Well, the taste is better. Oh, go on, chewing my bones out when he's done is spitting me out. I just can't help myself. One for the pain, no hesitation.
Good morning, friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending upon where you are watching this video, either as a live video or as a replay. A very warm welcome to our show, Let's Connect on KONNECTiN. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Vijil Bose. We share live streaming as well as filmmaking tips through this channel. If that is something that you are interested, please subscribe to our channel so that you will not miss any content that we create in the future. And today we have an interesting topic to discuss, which is the DJI RavenEye. DJI RavenEye is the wireless video transmission system that comes with the DJI RS2 as well as DJI RSC2, two electronic stabilizers, or otherwise called as gimbals. And I have the Pro package, and obviously it comes with the DJI RavenEye comes with that Pro package. And if you're using the system, you know that actually by now you all know that DJI RavenEye can only transmit video signals to single mobile device. That could be a phone or could be a tablet. Last week I had a film shoot, and actually I took DJI RS2 with me for the work. It worked pretty good. It worked fantastically throughout the session, no problem. But for certain type of shots, I wish DJI RavenEye had a couple of additional features, and that is what prompted me to actually do this video for today. And one thing that lacks with the RavenEye is basically there is no ability within the RavenEye or within the DJI RavenEye app to actually pair that video feed with an additional monitor. And that's a bummer because, for certain low angle shots, I had difficulty in making sure that the focus was right on the point. I wish that point actually, obviously with the camera, obviously you can actually zoom in and then you can figure out, okay, whether the focus is right on. But with the DJI RavenEye app actually, and again, I was using a Cine Prime lens, and it's not automatic. So the only thing that I can control through DJI RavenEye app is the ISO of the camera, nothing else. And I was not able to use zoom action on the DJI RavenEye app to make sure that the focus is right on. Otherwise, this app is fantastic, and it's responsive, and it worked beautifully throughout our shoot. And second thing is the focus. There is no ability within the RavenEye app that you can actually nail the focus. These two are two important features that I wish this app had it, or the RavenEye had it, but unfortunately we have to wait for maybe a firmware update in the future. I don't know what the plans are. But anyway, I found out an interim solution to the problem, and that is what we're going to be talking today. And let's jump right into that. Go to the, all right, so that's my camera. So in researching about a potential solution to the problem that I faced last week is that my requirement is basically I want to find something, a loop out, a splitter that should not take additional power. Because I'm using because DJI RavenEye RS2 only has 3 USB-C ports, and I'm already using all of them. So there is no way I can actually draw power from the gimbal to the external device. Otherwise, I have to mount an additional battery or additional power to the third-party device, and that is not my, that's something that I don't want to do it. So I researched and I found a very neat and less invasive a splitter from Portkeys, and that is this one. And actually, I mounted on the side of my cage. And obviously, you need some kind of a cage to mount that device, and it does not require any additional power. So which is actually it's sweet. And the middle port is the HDMI input that is actually connected from my camera to that, and the top one is actually the HDMI cable going to my external monitor, and the bottom one is actually connected to RavenEye. So this is my RavenEye feed, and actually, I can actually change camera, and it actually is changing that. So it works, right? It works. So this is all working perfectly fine, and I connected to the external monitor, which is this guy, and this is also. Let me see if I can actually. Let me do this. Let me show this. Okay. See, it works because of this because the brightness of the monitor. I think you cannot really see this, but it is there. It actually works. So you get the idea. All right. So, and this monitor, I'm using actually smallest focus bolt, and this has got Teradek built in, and you don't have to use this same set of monitor. Actually, this is a bit expensive monitor, which I happen to have it from a previous shoot. And yeah, the beauty of this monitor is actually that this can actually also give a feed to another monitor, a third monitor actually, which could be your client monitor or could be a director's monitor. So that is it's up here. So I have this. So it's kind of it's a monitor come receiver. So if I move the gimbal and change my focus point, it actually is reflected here too. So this works fine, fantastic, and it is all working fine. But again, what if this doesn't work? And again, this requires 2 additional cables that you need to attach. And sometimes, the more cables is a problem, right? So you could actually snap into one of the cables, and actually, in the middle of the shoot, then now you may ruin that shot. So I was actually looking for another solution. Actually, what if we don't want to use additional cables? So in obviously this phone is a fantastic device that you can use to monitor. But the only issue with this is like I said, this is pretty limiting. The app is pretty limiting. But let's then I found this little adapter from Apple. It's called. I think it's called Apple Lightning to DVI adapter. So this has got because I have an iPhone XS Max, so I'm still using this Lightning adapter for charging, and this also has got HDMI out, which is very neat. And again, there are quite a few OEM products out there on Amazon, so don't get any of the OEM products. None of them really worked, because I got one for $13 and it worked for a day, and then it died. So then I went and bought the original one from Apple. So get the original one from Apple if you can. But it's a bit pricey, but it just works. It's durable. And so this is what I'm going to be using for my second solution. I just connect this to my phone. I'm also going to connect an HDMI cable. I'm also going to connect, but again, let me unhook the cables from the splitter, so that I don't want any conflicts. So let me do that right away. Okay, so I also need my full HDMI to mini HDMI adapter, which I'm going to be connecting to RavenEye, so that I can. Okay, and I'm actually connecting. Now I'm actually connecting HDMI directly from the camera to RavenEye, so bypassing the splitter completely. So now, move this out of the way. Now actually I can use this one. This is actually a thin HDMI cable. And if you're interested in thin HDMI cable, there is a shop called, I think, hypershop.com, and I'll have that link in the description. And they sell super thin HDMI cables actually. So that's from where I buy all of my HDMI cables. All right, there you go. So this works too. So now, so this is actually my lightning adapter with HDMI cable connected. This is how it is. And I can also connect. Hey, thank you. Yes, USB-C. There is one. No, actually, I found that actually it's called. I think it's called USB-C to Aviate. Sure. Yeah. And actually, I will have the. Actually, those ones are already on the in the description. So actually, you can check that out. Actually, and I already made sure that it is there. And I will make sure that the hyper shop. The website is called HYPERSHOP. hypershop.com. I will also mention that in the description, because I forgot that when I filled out the description early this morning. And this is actually, it's my RavenEye feed into my mobile device, and this is actually an external monitor and external monitor. So this is also paid. So this does not require any additional cable. So my cable management is more manageable from the camera. There are no extra cables hanging, and so there is not a chance that you will likely snap into one of them, and this really works. Hey, thank you. And RavenEye could be paired with SR-W60 DJI receiver. Yes, unfortunately, I don't have access to that receiver, so I wish I could test that out. But this is going to be what I was looking for is actually a less expensive, and a lot of the people already have an additional monitor lying around. Instead of getting an additional monitor or any receiver, this is going to be another way to pair your RavenEye with RavenEye's feed with the additional monitor. So that was my thank you, and thank you for that Onboard camera, thank you for that information. RavenEye could be paired with SRW60 DJI receiver. Yes, that's another one that if you have access to that receiver, try that. And please let us know your experience, because I'm interested in learning more, because this is something that I'm very much interested in. Any Android version, and I don't know, I don't have any Android phone. So I've not really tested this RavenEye app on Android. I think it should be there. I'm sure that when they released it, the same app should be available on Android device as well. So maybe that's something that I will test it out and let you know. I have to get one Android device to test it out. And so this works actually. And the only issue that I'm facing now is I have this director's monitor. Okay, now it worked. So this is actually I can hand it over this director's monitor to my first AC. See, that's a bit choppy, that feed. So that means I'm actually connecting my RavenEye's wireless feed onto a monitor. See, that's why that it's a Wi-Fi. It is actually, that signal is transmitted through Wi-Fi. That itself, there is a lag, right? So then again, actually that feed is connected to an external monitor. Then external monitor actually again sending that signal wirelessly to a third-party monitor. So that is a bit of a stretch. So so that's why sometimes this may be a problem. But if you are one-man band, you don't really need to hand over a monitor to your director or a client. Then you can just work with your phone and an external monitor. That works perfectly fine because you hardwired it, and that works fine. So this is what it is. So actually, if you're still wondering whether this still works, and these are the two solutions out there, and that port keys information, it's out there too. It's in the link. The link is in the description, so you can check that out. It worked fine for us. I'm sure that, and I heard a lot of stories regarding the HDMI splitter, frying the HDMI port and things like that. But I don't know why, because the loop out, and this is not taking any additional power, so I don't think that's going to cause any problem. And I think the internal mechanism of this loop out should work the similar way that some of the monitors that we work already has already has this HDMI loop out. So I hope it should work seamlessly, fine, without any problem. And that's all for today, guys. And thanks for all the information that you shared. If you're interested in the cables that connecting from your phone to the external monitor, the links are already in the description. And if you're interested in a super thin HDMI cable, the website that I usually buy those cables are from hypershop.com. I will make sure that the link will be in the description. And that's all. And thank you, Onboard Camera, again. Thank you, Anne Parody, for all the information. Thanks for checking us out. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.